Hello, fellow teachers. How are you? This is your man Zenebe from English for Africa channel. In this lesson, we are going to talk about how you can use subjective and objective writing. So this lesson will focus about illustrating the use of subjective and objective writing style in academic writing. So let's get started, guys.
Subjective and objective writing, academic English for all subject teachers. So in this lesson we are going to have four sessions or parts. In the first part we are going to see subjective information versus objective information, and then we're going to move to defining subjective writing and objective writing, and thirdly we are going to see some examples, and we are going to illustrate where and when to use subjective writing and objective writing, and lastly we are going to compare both of them. We're going to see distinguishing features of the two writing styles. So let's start with the first part, subjective information versus objective information. Let us see their unique characteristics briefly. Subjective information is anything that's based on personal opinions, interpretations, point of view, emotions, and judgment. Whereas objective information is factual, it means fact-based, measurable, and observable information. Let's compare both of these type of information for our general knowledge. So subjective and objective sound seem very similar, but in fact they mean two very different things. When you say subjective, it refers to information that's based on personal opinions, and they are usually used, it's usually used in daily conversation. Whereas objective refers to information that's based on factual evidence and usually used in education, business, and the media. So they are both essential descriptors for information writing that help us to decide whether they are worthwhile sources or not. Let's come to the second part, subjective writing versus objective writing. Let's start with the definition. These two concepts are too much different. When you say subjective writing, it refers to when the writer's own feelings and impressions are expressed, or when the writer tries to deliberately to persuade or entertain the readers. Objective writing and the vice versa is when the writer reports facts without any kind of personal feelings or preference. So let's see some examples under this part. So first, let us see subjective writing example. Let me read this simple paragraph. Home is the place where I feel most contented. The high-pitched whistle of rice steaming on the stove and the spicy aroma of dinner sizzling in the pan on a cold, wet night mean more to me than any number of parties or holidays abroad. As you can see from this example, it's too much subjective. So if you ask where and when do we use this type of writing style, you'll most commonly find subject information in newspaper, editorials, fictions, blogs, and comments on the internet. Let me give you two examples of objective writing here. Sports and other activities are provided for children on the playing field. The Middle East is the name given to that part of Southwest Asia which lies between the Mediterranean and the Indian subcontinent. So we use this type of writing style most commonly in news reporting, academic texts, businesses, and academic reporters. Let me give you two more examples under each category. First, subjective text. I don't think that this company cares about what their customers think of them. In my experience, they haven't been the best. Second sentence, this operating system is not the best one out of there. It's still slow for most people's needs. As you can see from these two examples, these two statements are very clearly made from the speaker's own opinions and their own experience. There is no data, factors to show us credible information, so they are personal and biased. Let's come to objective examples. 47% of citizens underpay their tax bills. Second sentence. The company's profits have doubled in the last year thanks to the introduction of their new product. So as you can see in these two sentences, these statements have been made with evidence to back them up. So the data has been collected in order to get the right information. So they are objective sentences. Okay, now let's come to part 4, distinguishing features of subjective writing and objective writing. Let's compare both of them one by one. Let's see the comparison chart here. First, objective writing. It's based on observation of measurable factors, and that means objective statements are backed up by factors and often contain statistics that can be verified if needed. However, in subjective writing, it's based upon personal opinions, assumptions, interpretations, and beliefs. Second comparison or difference is when it comes to objective writing, it's commonly found in encyclopedias, dictionaries, textbooks, news reporting. Subjective writing is commonly found in newspaper editorials, blogs, biographies, comments on the internet. Next comparison point. Objective statements are suitable for decision making and news reporting because they give us factual information. However, under subjective writing, subjective statements or texts are not suitable for decision making. For instance, in business contexts, politics, medical jobs, and extra. And they are also not good or suitable for news reporting on the media. The last comparison points. Objective statements sound less judgmental and less opinionated. If you're writing objectively, you must remain as neutral as possible through the use of factors, statistics, and research. But under subjective writing, this type of statements sound judgmental and opinionated. While this style may be accepted in conversation, as you have said earlier, it uses personal, judgmental, and emotive language and does not present an academic argument based on sound evidence. So it lacks supporting in-text reference too. Now let's come to the biggest question you may ask. What kind of language or writing style so do we use in academic writing? So in academic setting or academic writing, we use objective writing style. That's the rule of thumb. So that means academic writing or text presents the same information in an objective manner. That is to say, it sounds less judgmental and less opinionated. Personal bias have been omitted, and the information appears to be based on sound and credible evidence derived from scholarly sources, as it's supported by the use of in-text references too. So in summary, what we can say is subjective language tends to be based on assumptions, judgments, opinions, even sometimes rumors and suspicions, while objective language tends to be based on fact, observation, and logical arguments. So we use subjective language mostly in daily conversation, whereas we use objective writing under academic settings and formal settings. Finally, if you want to be if you want to be more professional in your academic setting while you're writing different kinds of academic materials, I'm going to give you 4 tips that will help you to be objective. So this is how you can write objectively. Tip number 1, be specific instead of being vague or general. Look at this example. Rather than writing almost everyone voted for him, try to be specific in this way. Or write this statement: 82% of the company voted for him. As you can see, this is credible and factual, and it's not vague. Tip number 2, do not use opinionated or prejudiced or exclusive language. Rather than writing men and girls which is not parallel, try to write men and women. So keep both equal and keep both genders listening to you in your writing. Tip number 3, avoid using first person to keep it more professional and less about you. Rather than writing, for example, I believe, try using a fact or credible source to prove your point. For instance, you may say, according to Maru, according to blah blah, you can say in this way. Last tip, try not to over exaggerate your writing or your information. Because this can help you to never use words such as really, always, never, or very. These words can make your writing appear falsified or weak, so try to use concrete and good words. So this will take us to the end of our today's lesson. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write it down under my comment section. Don't forget, if you are new here, to subscribe to my channel for more videos which will come up every week, every Friday. Until I see you next Friday, bye for now.